Be streaming. Hello guys, how are you on the interwebs of webs of blah 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 blah. We'll be streaming for around until 9, so around 45 minutes. 43 minutes. We'll be streaming for that long. And you gotta go to the list. Like one thing I tell my Calorie program, once I'm done with all the Unity, doing stuff with Unity, I am going to I am going to there you go. I am going to da 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 da. I am going to da 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 da. This is closely related to arrays, collecting multiple values of the same type in a single variable. They're much easier. I remove the element, but the elements aren't so close sequentially. That's why we do sort lists or unsorted lists. The elements aren't stored sequentially. They're also mutable. Mean the list keyword, its element type inside left or right arrow character and Unix name. The new keyword initialize the list in memory. See, the thing with all you have to remember with from as far now with C#, they have different type of preprocess. How do you do the preprocess directive is different here than versus here. I think you get a specific way. Let me see. Using is Windows specific. C# is Windows specific, but we can we code it in C# and the Unity engine and translate it to C++. Then C++ translate to machine go. Then C# pointers. No, I got one. Learn X and Y. C# public void. This is the XML documentation which can be used to determine external and provide contact with help with an IDE. This is a parameter documentation of the first parameter. Return information on the return value of a function. Public void method or class. Using system. Namespace below are all part of the standard. We can use the system. We can use system.collection.generic, system.dynamic, system.link, system.net, system.threading test, system.input output. But this is one is not an you need to add a DLL reference. Just be done with the new Git package manager install package. Namespace. We can do namespace. Each.cs file should at least contain a class with the same name as the file. So, namespace, basic syntax, public static void syntax. We used console.writeLine for each to string. Classical check. Use new to initiate a class. Console.read. I think what's var is basically like auto. I think I truly believe if you can understand C plus plus, it's easy. It's not easy. There's still some code, still some shit. Because I think isn't yeah, C sharp is a language derived from C. So it's great from it's derived from it. Like most of the stuff, most of the format is most of the strings, stuff like that. Yeah. Learn because lists are most of them they occur in both. I just have to know how the preprocessor directive. Get a book on it. Oh, I have them powerful, but they're really old. Like they're from 2012 or something like that. But probably can use them or just look at my guide online. Blueprint form erase a file list element type. Elements are stored. You can set up a list like that. Use it called quest party member, which now holds 3 strings. Accessing a modify list. This only can be accessed and modified like a array through the subscript operator. As long as the index is within the class, however, the list class has a variety of methods to extend its functionality, such as adding list name dot add and member as a new item to the list. Let's see. No, at the end. List name, dot insert and as index location. Index location. What to insert. These need to be closed off. Adds an element, adds an item, new item, a new item to the specific location on the list. List name dot remove index position or specific item. Okay, next one is dictionaries. Dictionaries. Keep your mind out of the gutter. Forgot to open my restream. Okay. Dictionaries. Type is steps away from arrays and by storing. Storing value pairs in each element instead of single values. Refer to as key pairs. The key act as the index or lookup value, the corresponding value. Unlock arrays and lists. Dictionaries are unordered. It is unordered, but can ordered and ordered in various versions. Declaring the dictionary is almost like declaring a list, but with one added detail. Both the key and value type need to be specified inside the arrow symbols. To initialize a dictionary with key value pairs, you must do the following. Use a pair of new dictionary key type value type. Key type int. No, so it will be key type int value type that. Don't show me that, just show me what I need to do. So we gotta key 1, key 1, value 2. Each key must be unique. You know what I'm thinking about? I think for any developers, if you made $100,000 a year, like yeah, you can afford the seat, which is $400, which is $40 each month. Important enough to consider when picking key values that each key must be unique and they cannot be changed. If you need to update a key, you need to change its value in the variable declaration or move the entire key pair in another code, which we'll look at next. Let's create a dictionary to store items that a character might carry. Declare a dictionary with a key type of string and a value type of int. Key type string. So we can use dictionary to do an inventory type of system. We can use a dictionary to do an inventory. Dictionary should be primarily used for an inventory type of system. Debug the log format items 0. Working with key value pairs can be added, removed, or accessed from dictionary using the both subscript and class methods. To retrieve an element's value, use the subscript operator with the elements key. Like this. Okay. To add elements can be added or increment and if the key it will automatically create a new entry or increment a previous entry. I want to learn how to do patches as well. If I can learn how to do patches, this. I think before I start college, I have up to 4 months, 3, 4 months. I can release a game, build a game, mobile game during that period, add ads to it, and see how to do microtransactions and stuff like that. That's my goal. Okay, let's continue. Okay. Remove a key value from the dictionary. We use We're looking at for loops right now since we already know how to do for loops. Code block or statements. Let me put this as a good example. And if Maryland Y by here Maryland else if equals Maryland the Y's. By here Maryland. Okay, I don't know what the fuck a for each loop is. The for loop for, oh my god, why does it keep being bolded? For each loop take each element in a collection and store each one in a local variable, making it accessible inside the statement, and must match the collection element type to work early. Where each loop can be used with arrays. For each loop can be used with arrays. And most of that are especially useful with dictionaries, since dictionaries are key value pairs instead of American dictionaries. Useful and with dictionaries, they are key pairs instead of numeric indexes. This is a blueprint. This is a generic way, a generalized way. You can break this down as following. I'm gonna break it down. What does the end statement mean? Right line to the console. This assumes the end keyword. If a value the end keyword is using a generic interface and delegate as a parameter modifier for each statement from clauses, join clauses. For each number in numbers. W3 goals. Arrays, properties, access modifiers, and C# design. Input loop control structures, overviews. The in keyword followed by the click. In this case, it doesn't explain it. Oh, it's basically like an equal sign. String in names. string name in results. If the name from string and names where string, select string, where you select the string. So if it's located inside this, okay. Basically states if it means as a parameter modifier for each statement. You can use it with this instance. Custom execute for each element in an instance of that type that implements. So for each element to also you can use an instance of any type and satisfies the following condition. A type that has public parameters less. The following example uses for each scene with an instance of system. Returns a reference ft. You can declare an iteration variable with the ref for each number in numbers. Output configure 3 number 14. Capturing the context, use task. It basically sets it equal to 0. Thank you. In this things off. This is a good deal simpler than the for loop. Oh, dealing with dictionaries, there are a few important differences we need to mention in how to deal with key value. Flipping through key value pairs to capture a key value pair, local variable. We need to use the aptly named key value pair type, assigning both the key value types to match the dictionaries corresponding like key pair is its type, it acts key value pair any other element type local variable. But let's look at item inventory dictionary we created earlier in dictionaries and debug each key value pair key value pair value. Yeah. Create a variable to show how much gold you have for an extra fictional. See what you can add an if statement inside each if for each loop to take them. So let's see. Inside for each loop. So for each loop to check. We set value is 100. So that's how we can. So we can use a dictionary to for each shop. We can have several shops. We can create a list of shops, many different shops, and stuff like that. Then when they open the inventory, it checks how much money you have. First, it checks how much money you have. Then it activates the ones you have, or let's say we say if money you have equal 7, the key value. If you have 10 gold, right? 5 gold, then and you ask if you want to buy. If you buy it, the potion gets incremented by 1. This is how much you have in the item inventory. This is a shop. So basically, the shop inventory, you add it to yours and shit like that. You can use while loops. While loops. Use control variable. Loop. Control variable. While condition. Code block. Iterator. Create a new public function called insert declare a while loop with the condition checking whether player life is greater than 0. All status, public void, all status, void start, all status, still live. Still live. Make sure. We get infinite loops, yeah. Alright, I'll be